This is a tarot reading for all water signs. So Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Tarot is not fortune telling. I will not tell you anything that you don't already know. This is just a tool for your soul's expansion. So if you're okay with that, we're gonna go ahead and jump into your reading, water signs. We're gonna start with some overall energy, do some clarification cards, and then we'll end with an oracle card. So let's get straight into it. At the bottom of the deck, water signs, you do have the death card. We are in Scorpio season, so this is fitting. This is a card of transformation. This is a card of death and rebirth. So there's some sort of major cycle ending and something new beginning. For Scorpio specifically, this could have to do with your birthday. You're starting a new birth year. But this is, you being enlightened to something. So something is happening, an ending is happening because you have reached a new level of consciousness. And so your reality is changing because your perception is different than what it used to be before. And this could be painful because it's like things are dying away, relationships are dying away, life circumstances are dying away. Your reality is being shifted. Your perception is different. So the way that you view people, situations, your thoughts, you're starting to question belief systems, things like that. There's this huge shift happening, and sometimes it's painful. It's painful to step out of our old reality into our new one because we're facing the unknown. We are, sometimes it's like, this is how I've always been, and so how am I supposed to go and be a different person? I don't know how to be a different person. I've always been this way. Like some people say, I am shy, and it's like, are you? Or have you just learned to be this way because of situations that happened to you in the younger years, and now when you're older, you're just not the same because you've learned these behaviors, but your true self is outgoing and things like that. So it's like you're trying to step into this new outgoing personality, just for an example, and but you've always been shy, and so you're just like, I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what the outgoing version of me looks like. But I would just say to that, I understand and I empathize stepping into a new version of yourself. It is scary. It is hard to create a new reality for yourself, especially if that's like you leaving a relationship, a job, moving, doing a new career path, something like that, like a major shift. Those are always painful and scary because it's like, I don't know what's on the other side of this. I feel like I'm like dying, like my world is changing and I don't know who I am on the other side of this. And my advice is just, you don't need to know exactly what it's gonna look like. Just go with it and do things that make you feel happy in the process of that. I do think that here you have the Magician. So this is you being able to create the reality that you want, you being able to create this version of yourself that you want. Whatever it is that you're trying to create, you do have the ability. You do have the ability to create the reality that you want. You do. You have all the tools. You have all the resources, even if it doesn't seem like it. Even if your external reality seems like everything is crumbling away right now and you're like, how the heck could I possibly create what it is that I want when my world looks like this? But it's possible. You need to know that the power is within you, and it's within you because of everything that you've experienced. You probably died to old selves many times in your life. You're probably constantly transforming as a water sign. And so I would say you need to pull on all of your knowledge and all of your experiences from the past and understand that you've done this before in some way, shape, or form. You've done this like new beginning in some way, shape, or form in the past, and you could call on that experience and those lessons and know like, oh, well, if I just do this, you know, that kind of thing. I think that you are creating harmonious relationships with the Two of Cups. I think maybe it could have been like a long time coming for this, or maybe you're stepping into and want to call into your life a new harmonious relationship. And I do think it's possible. The Two of Cups is creating a partnership with someone else, with another person. It's like you're able to pour into yourself and love yourself enough to be able to love another person now. And I think that that's important. And I think that you are going to call on a soulmate if you haven't already, or this will be like another level of your relationship or a new way of connecting, because you are healing something within yourself here with the Lover's card. This is a choice. This is the card of Gemini. This is a choice. This is alignment within yourself, harmony within yourself, and therefore you're able to have mirrored back to you in your external relationships, friendships, intimate relationships, partnerships in finance and career. Just your world mirroring back to you the beauty that is within, the love that is within for yourself. If you truly love yourself, if you truly be the soulmate, be the partner that you wish to receive in all areas, in all relationships, then you will get that back to you. But you have to give it to yourself first. So I think it's believing that you can receive these things in order to receive them. There is you here with the Queen of Swords needing to have clear boundaries, clear communication, needing to you want to have mental clarity. You want to not let people push you around. This is you standing up for yourself. This is you being mentally clear within. And so you're not swayed on the external. Like, this is you aligning your thoughts with what it is that you want, and those things come to you. Or say you're talking to someone and they're triggering, but you don't let them see that they're triggering you because you're not reacting to it, that kind of thing. This is like you being in control of your surroundings. I have my neighbor here always having to do something at the same time as me, so that's just how it is. If you guys hear pounding, I tried to put on binaural beats to kind of counteract it, but what can you do? What can you do? Like, what are you doing? I don't understand. I don't understand what the heck that noise could possibly be. But with the Queen of Swords here, I don't accept that. It's not going to trigger me. I'm still going to do my reading. I think that there could be things that come into your life that you just need to be like, I don't react to that anymore. This could be also like you leaving behind, like a reactive personality, but also just having the mental clarity to know that the storm will pass, the annoyance will pass, because here in the Queen of Swords, there's like a lot of wind and a lot of movement and clouds and like weather in the background, and things are going quickly and moving around. But her hair is not blowing. She's not fazed by it. She's sitting on her throne. She's welcoming things that she wants, and she has her boundary to the things that she doesn't want. But she's not affected by the storm in the background. She is on the righteous path, okay? She's not affected. With the King of Wands here, I think somebody could be looking at you, somebody could be attracted to you, you're attracting attention because the King and the Queen are looking at each other. This could be a counterpart. You do have the Lovers, the Two of Swords here, the Two of Cups here. So this could be for some relationships, and it probably is for some. But I do think that there's like a divine counterpart, or this is just you marrying the other part of you. So like with boundaries and clear thoughts and communication, and you standing in your own power and in your own lane, you attract confidence to yourself. You are able to pull onto that confident, action-oriented, driven, not caring what other people think about you. You feel good, you feel attractive, you feel like you can get what you want. King of Wands energy. This is the king that is very action-oriented. They are able to influence others just based on their energy, because they have such a strong, fiery, passionate, attractive energy, magnetizing energy about them. And so they're able to influence their external world. So this could be you attracting somebody like that, or this is you and you're attracting a Queen of Swords energy. Or again, the only way that that even is possible is if inside those parts of yourself, the confidence and the clear boundaries, your passions and your belief systems, wands, your actions, wands, and your thoughts, your communication, your ideas, your internal dialogue is swords, being able to mirror that. And then the king is somebody who acts externally. The queen is somebody who has in control of their internal world. So let's go ahead and dig a little deeper. Water signs. Again, I'm sorry for the neighborly noises, but what can you do? I only have certain days that I can record. Okay, I wanted to switch those, which is weird because this is the death card and this is the death card, but we're just gonna keep it like this. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Wands. So I do think you are going to go after and manifest something, or you want to create something new. You want to take action, inspired action. You don't really care what the external circumstance looks like right now, because I think maybe in the past you've proven to yourself that you can get what it is that you want, even though things look crazy, even though things are changing, and maybe you're starting from square one, some of you. You are able to do that. The Death card here, well, we'll do that one last. The Magician is clarified by the Death card again. So you need to understand and understand that you can create the life that you want. You do have the ability. You've probably done it before. Think back to something that you wanted that you have now, that you wanted years ago, because I guarantee you there's something. And it might not look exactly like what you thought, but it is a representation of that prayer or that manifestation that you wanted a long time ago. So I would say with the Death card here, the only way to get what you want in the physical is to change who you are in the inside. And so look at that. Look at your internal world. Look at your belief system. Look at your reactions to things. Look at your resources. Do you have resources that that you're not acknowledging because you just are like avoidant or ignoring them? Like, what are the gifts that you're ignoring that you have, that you've just kind of like let die away because you just like, you were in survival mode and you weren't able to call on those things that you wanted to create in the past. But now I think you have the opportunity to do that. The Two of Cups is clarified by the Hermit card. So this is soul searching. This is a card of solitude. This is a card of soul searching, being alone. This is about independence, inner guidance. This is about consciousness. This is about seeking truth. So with the Two of Cups backing that, the Two of Cups, is partnerships within relationships. I do think that there is a need to look at the inside, and I think also like any questions that you have about your relationships. Again, it doesn't have to be like a romantic relationship. This could be any kind of like relationships in your life at all. If you have any questions or needing to know like how do I become harmonious with this person or whatever, the answers are within you. And I think that you just need to really have introspection. Maybe some of you need to meditate. I know I do. I know I definitely do. And I used to, and I don't anymore, consistently, and I want to get back into that because I do know from experience that the answers that you're seeking are within you. And once you can kind of like have control of your inner world, you can control your external world, and things are more clear. You're not fogged and bogged down by these skewed perceptions of reality because you are just operating from your ego and you won't listen to your inner guidance. So I would say listen to your inner guidance, maybe do some meditation, do some journaling if you don't want to do that. Go on walks by yourself, and also know that like you have to take things one step at a time with relationships. You can't rush things, you can't rush progress. The Lover's card is backed by the Four of Cups. So there is some sort of like re-evaluation or feeling disconnected from a soulmate energy. And it doesn't have to be again an intimate relationship. This could be any relationship in your life that you're feeling disconnected from, and maybe that's what you're wanting the guidance about, or you're wanting to transform a relationship here but you don't know if you can because the outcome doesn't look so good based on what's going on currently, type thing. But also, again, for some of you, this doesn't have anything to do with other people. This has to do with like your discontent, or you have discontent with, and you feel disconnected from your inner being, from your true self. Maybe you just haven't been your true self. You haven't been going after things that you actually want. You've kind of like put your gifts away, put your gifts to the side, and this is you wanting to connect with yourself. So I would say, yeah, again, I mean, this is a meditation card, so it's really about going within and looking within for those answers. You're needing time to quiet things down. I would say limit distractions right now. I'm trying to take away time away from scrolling and doom scrolling and things like that. That stuff is addictive. It is affecting your brain. It is affecting your concentration. It is taking you away from yourself. It's a distraction. It's not actually relaxing. It's not doing anything for you unless you use it constructively. But again, there's a really fine line with that. So I would say look at distractions, any kind of distractions. The Queen of Swords is backed by the Emperor. So this is taking control of your life. This is taking control of your life through discipline, through structure, stability, focus, being practical. And this is having respect for yourself, and so others will respect you. Because when you have this era, or aura, when you're in your self-respecting era, you have this aura around you that you're just like, people just won't try you because you just have this energy of like unfuckwithable energy, you know what I mean? And I think that's like when you're disciplined, like when you're like, nobody's gonna question somebody when they have like, when they're like, their bodies are like completely like toned and fit, and they always look healthy and happy and all these things. Nobody's gonna be like, I don't think you know what you're talking about. It's like, the proof's in the pudding, okay? They're gonna instead be like, I want to know what the heck she knows, because she knows something, that kind of thing. It's like people aren't gonna question you anymore when you just are that thing. You are that person. The King of Wands is backed by the Nine of Swords, so I do think that you need to have confidence in yourself and stop worrying and feeling hopeless. And I think you also need to look at your trauma and how that's affecting your ability to take action. Maybe you avoid taking action because you have this like, excuse me, tendency to like, I'm like throwing up. You have this tendency to like overthink things. You have a tendency to overthink things, and it could be from your past, and it could be tied in with your self-esteem here, with the King of Wands being like the most confident of all the King of Wands being the most confident in all of the tarot. Don't let your overthinking cloud your judgment. Don't scare yourself out of taking action. Don't scare yourself out of communicating what you need to say, what you need to do. Don't let yourself be scared to go after those ideas that you have. Those ideas that you have only come to you because they're for you. The Death card is clarified by the Queen of Cups. So I do think that you are trying to move towards more emotional maturity. You want to be more compassionate. You want to take care of yourself more, pour into yourself more, have more empathy for others. You don't want to be so reactive. You want to keep your emotions inside, not like inside, but contained. They're not overwhelming to you. You're not overwhelmed by them. You're in touch with them, but you're not overwhelmed by them. You don't project them onto other people. I do think you want to work with others and you want to create stability for yourself and be confident in yourself. You have like a lot of responsibilities right now, and you might have a tendency to avoid making certain decisions or feeling tied down to things from your past because you've made bad decisions in the past. But I do think you have good karma for you, and you're moving into more calmer times here with the Six of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. And you have the Empress card and the Eight of Pentacles here. So it's like you are going to be able to create what it is that you want. You just need to believe that you can, and you need to keep working towards just really nurturing that inner world. Let's go ahead and pull an oracle card and end this reading. Oh shit, there's one right here. Okay, well this one says better than you can imagine. So there's something that's growing beneath the surface that you can't see yet that's better than you can imagine. And it's gonna take time, but you need to just not care about what the external looks like right now, because you are the master manifester number 10. We're going to call this our oracle card, water signs, and I'm going to go ahead and read the passage to you. Number 10. Raven. Raven lived a lonely life in the dark abyss of the universe with only one other creature, Spider. Anytime Spider crawled to Raven, Raven would freeze in terror, and Spider would sadly crawl away, for she did not want to scare Raven. Often you could find Raven gazing into the endless universe and dreaming about creating the world. Everything in his heart wanted to experience so much more, but he just didn't know how to create it. One day, Spider saw Raven projecting his dream into the universe. Spider crawled up to Raven, and as usual, Raven froze in fear. Spider sadly looked up to Raven, suffocating in his fear, and right before Spider was about to dart away, she decided to use her voice. She said, "Dear Raven, I know you do not trust me, but I can help you." Raven seemed to snap out of his hypnotic state of terror for a moment and looked down at Spider. "I can weave your dream into existence," said Spider. It was at this moment that Raven understood. Not only did he have to befriend his fear, who was Spider, but that his fear is what held the gift to allow him to manifest his dream. Once Raven could accept and deeply love all aspects of himself, one being the spider who represented his fear, he then was able to become the ultimate magician, the master manifester. Raven's medicine says that when you honor all aspects of your being, you become whole. Wholeness equates to self-love, and your wholeness supercharges your magnetism to attract and create. When you befriend the painful parts of your personality, you will find that they are the ones that hold the secrets that allow you to fully step into your purpose. I'm going to end this reading here. I hope that you guys liked it. I will do water sign readings every Tuesday on this channel. If you want to book a personal, it's on Etsy. If you want to watch short form content Zodiac readings, it's on TikTok and Instagram. And again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.